As we said before, we are going to learn about the present perfect tense. In this unit, you will learn some short texts that have the sentences in the form of the present perfect tense. Okay, let's look to this question. Have you ever studied about present perfect tense? Yeah, I'm sure that some of you have ever studied about this tense, but some others not yet. But don't worry, because today we are going to learn about this tense. But before you read and learn some short texts that have sentences in the form of present perfect tense, let's watch this video and discuss it with me.
It's 5 p.m. Everybody is in the living room. The bell is ringing.
I wonder who it is. Mom, Dad, have you invited anyone over?
It's a surprise.
Their cousins have come over with their parents. Maria and Andrew are surprised to see them.
I'm so glad you finally arrived. We've missed you.
We've missed you too.
I've brought you some delicious cookies. Please help yourselves.
Thanks, Auntie.
We haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
We've done a lot of fun things lately. We have gone sailing in a yacht, and we visited a museum. Have you ever been on a yacht? No, we haven't, but we have been on a ship once. And guess what? I have learned to swim this week. You know, I have always wanted to be able to swim. That's so great. I'm really happy for you.
Okay, now you will learn about the social function and the form of the present perfect tense. Okay, let's look here. The social function of the present perfect tense are to talk about events that are relevant to the present but that happened in the past, or to talk about an action that started in the past without mentioning a specific time. So, it means that social function atau fungsi dari present perfect tense ini adalah menjelaskan aktivitas yang sudah atau belum terjadi dengan waktu yang tidak spesifik atau tidak begitu jelas. Adapun keterangan waktu atau time cycle yang digunakan pada present perfect tense ini adalah seperti ever, never, already, yet, still, and just. Let we come to the present perfect tense form. What is the form of the present perfect tense? Yeah, subject plus have or has plus past participle and object or complement. You can see here, the first subject is mom and dad. It's a plural subject. So, it's use have, and the past participle here is invited. It's a regular verb. And the object or complement here is anyone. And the second subject is their cousins. It's also a plural subject. And the past participle here is come. It's irregular verb. And the object or complement with their parents. The last subject is we. It's also a plural subject, so we use have also. And the past participle here is missed, and then it's also a regular verb, and the object or complement here is you. You can see in this table, when you make a positive sentence, the form is subject plus have or has plus past participle plus object or complement. And the negative sentence, subject plus have or has not plus past participle plus object or complement. And the last, for the question word, you use have plus subject plus past participle plus object or complement. Okay, the next is the language feature of the present perfect tense. When we make a sentences with a plural subject, so we use have. And when we make a sentences with the singular subject, so we use has plus past participle or verb 3. Jadi ketika kita menggunakan atau membuat suatu kalimat dengan subjeknya yang berjumlah jamak, maka kita gunakan have. Dan ketika kita membuat suatu kalimat dengan subjek tunggal, maka kita gunakan has. Okay students, now we come to the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense used to talk about an action that took place in the past before something else took place. Now, let me see, how do we form the past perfect tense? The first one is affirmative. The form is subject plus had plus past participle plus object. This is the example. She had replaced the light bulb before she electrocuted herself. Next, conjugating the past perfect. Artinya adalah bagaimana cara kita memadukan form yang telah ada di dalam affirmative. So, in the past perfect, apa saja subjek yang kalian gunakan, baik itu berupa subjek plural ataupun singular, jamak ataupun tunggal, kalian selalu menggunakan had. Okay? Next, we come to the negative form of the past perfect tense. The form is subject plus had plus not plus past participle plus object. This is the example. Andy had not bought a new umbrella. And how do we conjugating the past perfect tense in the negative form? Let me see. Jadi, kita hanya perlu menambahkan not setelah had. Okay, students, let me see the form of the interrogative sentence in the past perfect tense. Had plus subject plus past participle plus object. This is the example. Had they organized a party before? And this is the way how we conjugating the past perfect tense in interrogative sentence. So, we take had to the in front of the subject, like this one, had I eaten the cake? So, had plus subject plus past participle plus object or complement.
How was your date last night, Jake?
It turned out okay, but I had some problems along the way.
Why? What happened?
It started when I was getting ready to meet Anne. After I had brushed my teeth, I used some mouthwash to make sure my breath would be extra fresh. At first, I was fine, though it was a strong taste. But the taste got more intense as I rinsed my teeth, and my mouth felt like it was on fire. Then I looked at the bottle I had used. I realized I had rinsed my mouth with aftershave instead of mouthwash. The mouthwash and aftershave bottles were right next to each other. I quickly rinsed my mouth and used the mouthwash from the right bottle this time.
You must have been pretty distracted to make that kind of mistake. Did everything else go okay?
Unfortunately, no. I went to get dressed and realized I had left my best shirt in the washer. I had meant to put it in the dryer before I started getting ready. I went to get it from the washer, but my mother had already put it in the dryer. I was relieved until I took it out. The shirt had shrunk.
Okay, students, next we continue to our next tenses. It's about the future perfect. So, future perfect is used to talk about an action that will be complete at the time in the future that you are talking about. Now, let me come to the form of the future perfect tense. The first one is affirmative. The form of the future perfect affirmative is subject plus will plus have plus past participle plus object. This is the example. Anna will have extinguished the fire. Next, conjugating the future perfect tense affirmative. Whatever the subject you use, whether it is plural or singular, you will always use will have plus past participle. Now, let me continue to the negative form of the future perfect tense. The form of the future perfect tense negative sentence is subject plus will plus not plus have plus past participle and object. This is the example. Simon will not have prepared dinner. And this is the conjugating the future perfect tense in the negative sentence. Next, let me see how do we form the future perfect tense in interrogative sentence. This is the form: will plus subject plus have plus past participle plus object. And this is the example. Will Jennifer have had a baby? Okay, the last is how do we conjugating the future perfect tense in interrogative sentence. So, we can see here, we put will to the front of the subject. Jadi, pada future perfect, kita menggunakan will have dengan bentuk apapun subjeknya, baik itu plural ataupun singular. Hey everyone, that's all our material about tenses today. If you have any question or query with my explanation in the video, you can ask me on the Google Classroom or WhatsApp group. Okay? Thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.